They didn't come get Hillary. But he has other people who are ready to go. But I don't think that they can just go out and do what they want to do.
I told you last week,
legal ramifications.
No, wait, I told you last week I disagree with you when you say that because
Oh my God! Hold on, let me interject and then we're gonna play it for just 1 second. It's funny to me how they are claiming that Donald Trump let Hillary go, but they can't. Now they got other people, but they can't do what they want to do. That's why they haven't done it. Listen, y'all cried for months about presidential immunity. Technically, Donald Trump can do whatever he wants as the president. He can do, and because you guys are stupid and you don't know what immunity is, but then he can do whatever he wants. He can commit crimes and he just absolved from anything he do as a president. So why hasn't he done anything? As soon as he gets in the office, he should be able to do all the criminal stuff he want to do, right? You can't believe these cackling hens. Now, the good part starts. If you're watching right now, this is the good part. This is when the hens start eating each other. Also, let's go to our next subject. I want to talk about The View. They are going to embarrass themselves once again. The narrative is them arguing with each other over Donald Trump's retribution or potential retribution. Let's pull them up real quick. Let me just say this real quick. Donald Trump was in an interview on ABC or one of these fake channels, and he had made mention that he's not going to go after Joe Biden. That's not in his purview. That's not prioritized for him. He believes that he have better things to worry about, which is dealing with what the people want versus retribution. Now, I think he needs to go after everybody. He needs to go after Bragg. He needs to go after Letitia James or whatever these women names are. He needs to go after everybody. Joe Biden, Fannie nasty self. He needs to go after her. Who else, Nick? Nathan Wade. They can't keep their stuff in their pants long enough to investigate Donald Trump. He needs to go after them. He needs to go after everybody. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Hillary. Bring Hillary back up. They never charged her. Go back and charge her. Because let me tell you what they're going to do to Donald Trump when he get out of office. They're going to prosecute him. That's exactly what they're going to do. And if they could put his kids under the prison, they would do it. They can't. Roll the clip.
Yesterday, you know who was on Meet the Press, where he talked about the crimes surrounding the January 6th Capitol riots, and he's still claiming that he's the real victim here. Take a look.
I think those people committed a major crime.
Sir?
And Cheney was behind it.
Well,
and so was Benny Thompson and everybody on that committee. For what they did, honestly, they should go to jail.
You promised to pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th. Are you still vowing to follow through with that promise?
We're looking at it right now, most likely, yeah. They've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place that shouldn't even be allowed to be open.
For the sake of unifying this country, will you concede the 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter?
No. No, why would I do that? But let me just tell you when you say the country is deeply divided, I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president, and he has been a divider. And you know where he divided it more than anything else, and it probably backfired on him, I think definitely, is weaponization. When he weaponized the Justice Department and he went after his political opponent, me.
All right, before she starts scratching them ticks out of her head, this is very clear to me. Donald Trump had an opportunity to investigate Hillary Clinton in 2016. I'm telling y'all, at my funeral, somebody better come up to the mic and say Hillary Clinton should be in prison, because that woman sent and received classified information on that private server in her house without the government knowing about it. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard. And we know they were doing pay to play on the computer and through those emails. That's why they deleted and bashed it with hammers and did all that crazy stuff. Donald Trump did not investigate her. While Donald Trump was in office, I'm sure he knew about Joe Biden and he knew about Hunter Biden's dealings. He knew about it. It had to be somewhere floating around. He did not pursue an investigation into Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. You got the FBI director, you got FBI workers, Carter Page, Lisa Page or Lisa Struck or whatever their name is. These little idiots that having an affair, cheating on their husbands and talking about they got a plan to get Donald Trump. They got a plan B or something they said they were going to do to him. He didn't go after them. Don't effing tell me about retribution from somebody when Donald Trump had the opportunity to put all y'all in prison and he didn't. And then when Joe Biden gets in office, he tried to put Trump in prison. They put the J6s in prison for unduly amounts of time. Don't give me that mess. We should be on y'all head by this point. Roll the clip.
So jailing the January 6th committee members doesn't count as weaponization of the Justice Department? Mm-hmm. And I'm just curious, what law did they break? I mean, what law did they break? They did their job.
Yeah.
They did the investigating. They talked to all the people they felt were involved. So where did they break the law?
They didn't break the law.
Okay, I just was checking because, stuff changes so quickly
They didn't break the law, and that's, I think, what's scary. Former Representative Liz Cheney, who we know was a significant part of the committee, said this: there is no conceivably appropriate factual or constitutional basis for what Donald Trump is suggesting, a Justice Department investigation of the work of a congressional committee. And any lawyer who attempts to pursue that course would quickly find themselves engaged in sanctionable conduct. And those sanctions against an attorney can be as small as a fine, but can go as far as taking away your law license. And so I think that, he's saying these things in practicality, that should not happen. But I think we do need to be very clear-eyed about what he is saying. He is going to look into pardoning people that participated in an insurrection and even those who admitted to assaulting police officers, okay? That's very important. And so we've been talking about this issue of pardoning people on the January 6th committee, even though they did not commit any crimes. I think that that's important. I think that they should have that in their safe deposit box just in case, because he's looking at Adam Schiff, who participated in impeachments. He's looking at Liz Cheney. He's looking at Adam Kinzinger. And I can't imagine that he won't try to weaponize the Justice Department. When this man tells you what he's thinking out loud, you should believe him.
A few
Hold
things.
on a second.
First of all,
before this nut job talk, the thing that I'm perplexed by, and I think most people agree with me on, and thank y'all for watching, and make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. Is that the man was in office already? He had every opportunity to weaponize the government against his opponents. He never did. Clearly, Joe Biden did it against him. Donald Trump, they are retroactively trying to pardon people because these people have done so much dirt that when we finally get into office and we have the power to uncover this stuff, to pull the veil down for the American people to see, they know people finna go to jail. They know people have done so many crimes. Hunter Biden, they gave him 11-year all-encompassing pardon. That means that everything he's done for the last 11 years, he's pardoned. Whether they started investigating it or not, he has a sweeping pardon. They're going to do that for all kinds of other government officials that we are going to find out that did a crime. And I think that Donald Trump shouldn't stop and not investigate. He should do an investigation. He should let the American people know what they did and say, okay, but they pardoned him. But this is what he did. This is what they pardoned him from. These people that did the J6s, when they find out that Nancy Pelosi intentionally did not have security to protect the Capitol building, and the conversations and emails that they were sending back and forth, the FBI people that were involved, that's why she's afraid of Christopher Wray getting in trouble, because the amount of FBI agents that were implanted in the J6 riots, how many were there? What was the task? What were the correspondence? What were they doing? What information did they know? Now, you got to be out of your mind to think that they knew. Just say the FBI infiltrated and was able to get correspondence with certain J6ers, and they knew they were planning on doing something, but they didn't do anything to stop it. They let it happen. That, to me, if that is a law enforcement head that allowed people to do that when they had intelligence to intercept it and they didn't, they let it happen to damage the image of Donald Trump, they should go to prison. They should be up under the prison. You do not want to miss this. It's a movie called Homestead by Angel Studios. This is the craziest movie. And I have access to the movie, but I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to wait to watch it with my family. So I only seen the trailer. This movie looks like the coldest movie that I've ever seen come out yet. And you can look at a little bit of the preview in the B-roll in the background. It's kind of like an Armageddon end of time thing, right? And so it's a survival of the fittest. I don't want to tell the whole plot, but they go into a homestead. And of course, they are securing their family, securing their crops and stuff, and other people trying to get in, and it's a controversy. So you got to go see this thing. Pre-order your tickets now. However, for those of you who are on right now and you didn't jump off on this is the part that you really want to see, is this freaking giveaway. All right? So you look up here and you get the tickets. Just say you get 30 tickets. That'll cost you $300. It's $10 a ticket. You'll get 120 entries. And what are you entering to win is the question. Now, let me tell you what I'm finna do, and then I'm going to tell you what you need to do. I'm finna go and order 200 tickets because I want to get 800 entries in this because I want to win this stuff. So I'm going to get 200 tickets, and I'm going to give away 200 spots for free. I'll let you know the details of that coming soon. So you can get a little tiny house right here in the corner that's worth $140,000. You can get a Polaris. You're going to get one of these e-bikes and a Bitcoin. Socks, ear pro, kits to clean your you-know-whats and your you-know-whos. I mean, there's so much stuff you get. It's worth about $300,000 in total. But you put your entries in by getting tickets. I'm going to finish it with this. The link will be in the description section. And it's also pinned in the chat. It's angel.com/Tatum. Roll the clip.
First of all, thank God for Liz Cheney. Yes. Yesterday, she put out a very strong statement condemning what Donald Trump had said. And I kind of felt like, like that song. It's like our nation turns its lonely eyes to you, because she's not trekking to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring. She's not going into, deep hiding and in silence. She's not changing her tune all of a sudden. She's sticking by her guns. She is a principled person with a backbone and courage. And if he goes after her, she's going to fight back. And it is going to be our job to protect her, to support her, to donate to a legal fund, to make sure that there are lawyers ready to defend her, because it costs a lot of money, because it is very stressful and very drainful, even if there is no crime. Yeah. Being investigated by the federal government is a big deal. And Donald Trump said, I'm not going to tell them to do it. Yeah, but he's telling them to do it. Through Meet the Press. Yeah. If he hasn't done it, if he hasn't done it in private already, and he's appointing people who are 100% loyal to him and who know that if they want to keep their jobs, they have to do what he wants them to do. So when Donald Trump says,
I got a super chat right here that says assaulting police officers. Now they care about that. The Portland Capitol building was under siege for 100 days straight. Who's in jail for that? 100%. Thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all forget, please don't be forgetful. In 2020, around the entire country, police officers were getting bludgeoned by activists and protesters all around the United States of America. Police officers have been murdered at a rate higher than any year in American history. The last several years has been astronomical for police officers getting assaulted and killed. Not one time have they come on any network and said, my condolences are for law enforcement officers that are dealing with the fallout of we've been saying, defund the police. They say law enforcement is racist. They say law enforcement is systemically racist against black people. Indicting every law enforcement officer there is. All of a sudden, because it meets the criteria of their theology against Trump, they care about police officers. And now they want to protect them. Now they want people to go to jail. They didn't care if people went to jail in the Chaz zone. They didn't care if people when they seized the Capitol building in Portland and they threw fireballs and stuff all in there. It was on fire and they trying to block the door so the cops couldn't get out so they can burn them alive. They burnt down entire police stations in BLM riots. They had a guy in Dallas, Texas that took up arms and decided to kill only white cops, and he killed 5 Dallas police officers. Point blank range, AK-47. They had to go and take him out in the parking garage. Where were y'all at? Where your t-shirt at? Where are you showing up to the funeral? I want to say something, but I'm not, because I'm trying to be a good Christian. Screw you and your empty platitude. Roll the clip.
something, believe him, people. Believe him. There's nothing to wait for.
I think this is interesting also because they've been talking about the loyalty oaths. Right. And I thought, well, so Does that mean we get rid of the Pledge of Allegiance? Because isn't that the loyalty oath we all take?
Well, when you
when
serve
we
in
do
the
it?
government, your loyalty is to the Constitution of
Well,
the
that's
United
what I
States.
thought.
enough.
That's what I thought.
Which also
It's-
wasn't taken very seriously.
You know, and the other thing is, listen, he makes lots and lots and lots of noise. He says he's going to do all these things, and he does this, and I say this, I try to say it at least once a week. He does this to keep you all in a panic. He does it to
Not only you.
make you all do this and talk about him, and it's so terrible. But we have to do from now until January 21st is be with our families, be with our kids, do our jobs, make sure our checks don't bounce, make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and our families. Whatever he's going to do, he's going to do. But do take our word for it. Things seem to move slowly because, yeah, they didn't come get Hillary. But he has other people who are ready to go. But I don't think that they can just go out and do what they want to do.
told you
You're
last
saying
week,
there's legal ramifications.
No, wait, I
Yeah,
told you
think
last week I disagree with you when you say
know,
that because,
but-
All right, I
no,
think
because
that's
we
it,
have,
right? That's it. They finna argue. Oh my God! Hold on. Let me interject, and then we're gonna play it. Right, just 1 second. It's funny to me how they are claiming that Donald Trump let Hillary go, but they can't. Now they got other people, but they can't do what they want to do. That's why they haven't done it. Listen, y'all cried for months about presidential immunity. Technically, Donald Trump can do whatever he wants as the president. He can do, and because you guys are stupid and you don't know what immunity is, but then he can do whatever he wants. He can commit crimes and he just absolved from anything he do as a president. So why hasn't he done anything? As soon as he gets in office, he should be able to do all the criminal stuff he want to do, right? You can't believe these cackling hens. Now, the good part starts. If you're watching right now, this is the good part. This is when the hens start eating each other. This is when the raging rabies-infested cats start mauling on each other. Roll the clip.
the luxury of saying that because we're legal, we are successful, we are. But if
Listen,
you're an illegal
listen.
immigrant in this country, you're not going to be not in a panic.
I'm-
if you are
well,
a
that-
woman working for the Department of Defense, you have a right to be in a
Anna,
panic.
You tell people to stay fraught and like this. That
No,
is
I'm
not.
telling people to prepare, Whoopi. I'm telling people
Do you
telling
think
people
they're not
to prepare.
prepared? They are
Well,
prepared.
right, so that
and
means
I'm saying
that
to
means
people,
that they can't be relaxing and enjoying
no,
Christmas
it doesn't mean that.
when winter is
no,
coming.
it does. You know what? I'm sorry.
I mean, I disagree.
Winter is here.
Right.
Winter's been with us, and my point is, we can lay down and do nothing for the next 15 days, and then be freaking out for the next 4 or
but
2
my
years.
point to you is
but
we
my
are
point,
in a privileged position that a lot of
I have
people
a
who are going to be under his
family
attack
who
are
is
not.
going through the same thing.
I'm on his
Anna,
enemies
calm
list and
down.
I'm not panicking. Like, we just have to
we
live.
Got it.
You
We
have
have
to
to figure
live.
out
This is
what
the
we're
United
panicking
States of
for.
America.
We don't know what we're panicking for. They're throwing
Hold
50,000
on,
things at you.
I'm tired of listening to them. I can't listen to them all. All I hear is, we just have to live. No, I'm having a good time. I'm having a blast. When Donald Trump got elected, the air seems more pure going through my nostrils. I haven't had a better time in my life. It just seemed like the world just became a better place when Donald Trump won the election. What are y'all talking about? I'm going to have an incredible Christmas. I already had an incredible Thanksgiving. I don't care what y'all going through. We won. We're free. It's almost like the Emancipation Proclamation. I'm free. We ain't in chain. We ain't bound by these idiots no more about to ruin the country. Everybody died in vain dealing with these Democrats. We free. We can go on and live the life that we want to live. We're going to be prosperous. The economy is going to recover. We're going to get all these people out of our country that shouldn't be here. We're going to put America first. We're going to have positive trade deals with Mexico and Canada and whoever else want to trade with America. We're going to flourish. We're going to live the American dream. I'm excited. I have nothing but excitement in me. I don't know what these fools talking about.